Long ago, in the days when kingdoms rose and fell with the swing of a sword, two crowns ruled over Yoruba land. One was the crown of Oyo, fierce and fiery, worn by the Alaafin, master of warriors, ruler of empires, thunder of the battlefield. The other was the crown of Ife, ancient and sacred, worn by the Ooni, custodian of the gods, father of kings, root of all beginnings. This is the story of the day the Alaafin sought to test the Ooni. In the city of Oyo, Alaafin Ajagbo sat upon his throne. His warriors bowed before him, his drums shook the skies, and his horsemen stretched like a river of fire across the land. Whenever Ajagbo sneezed, kingdoms trembled. Whenever he coughed, villages paid tribute. One day Ajagbo rose and asked his chiefs, "Tell me, who is greater than I in all of Yoruba land?" The chiefs bowed low. "None, Kabiyesi. None but you." But Ajagbo's eyes darkened. "There is one they whisper about, the Ooni of Ife. They call him father, yet he commands no warriors. They call him king, yet he conquers no lands. Shall the father not bow to the son who has become stronger?" And so Ajagbo sent messengers to Ife. The messengers rode swiftly and hard until they reached Ile-Ife, the navel of creation. There they found Ooni Larunka, seated upon the ancient throne of Oduduwa, his crown heavy with beads of eternity. The messengers bowed and spoke. "Ooni of Ife, our master Alaafin Ajagbo commands you. Bow before Oyo. Acknowledge his supremacy, for his sword is greater than your crown." The courtyard murmured in fear. Some chiefs whispered, "Oyo's cavalry is fierce. Better to bend than to break." But the Ooni rose slowly. His voice was calm, but it struck like thunder. "Go back to Ajagbo and tell him this. A river may grow wider than its spring, but it cannot deny the source from which it began. The crown he wears was born here. I am not the king of warriors. I am the king of beginnings, and no sword has ever slain its own father." When the messengers returned, Ajagbo's fury shook the palace. What arrogance! Does he think beads can defy iron? Does he think chance can stop my cavalry? He struck the ground with his sword. "Prepare for war." The drums thundered. Warriors sharpened blades. Horses stamped the earth. The army of Oyo gathered, stretching to the horizon, ready to devour Ife. Ajagbo swore before his men, "By fire and thunder, Ife will kneel before Oyo." The army marched like a living storm. Spears flashed like lightning. Drums beat like rolling thunder. The earth itself trembled under their horses. But as they drew closer to Ife, strange omens appeared. On the first night, the moon turned red. On the second night, their fires would not light, though the wood was dry. On the third night, their horses refused to move, as if an unseen hand held them back.